Hello everyone, this is Chad the Gaming Dad here once again on Dad's Games with another episode of Fun or Run, the review show where we find out if a game is fun or if you should run. The game in question this time is Killing Floor 2. So Killing Floor 2 was released in 2016, so by now, as of the time of this recording, it's been out for a while. But this month, it's free on PlayStation 4 if you're a PS Plus subscriber. So what better time than now to dive into the gory, bloody mess that is Killing Floor 2. I never played Killing Floor 1, but I did play Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. This game reminds me a lot of Left 4 Dead. You face off against waves of zombies and monsters that come after you, and you just indiscriminately kill and paint the walls red with their blood. Yes, this is a gore fest if there ever was one, complete with heavy metal music and all kinds of guns and weapons. You even can get yourself a katana. If you like games where you get to slice and dice, explode, burn, shoot, and just utterly destroy the enemies, then this game is right up your alley. So primarily this is an online shooter, although you can play solo offline. When you play single player, you really only get the one game mode, which is survival, where you face off against waves and waves of enemies. But this isn't just a regular zombie wave-based shooter like Call of Duty Zombies or something like that. This one actually has a set number of waves, and when you get to the end, you have a great boss battle that you have to go through.
What have we here? New subjects to tinker with. I hope you like pain.
There's 4 difficulties, and the different lengths of the waves determines how long the game is going to be. Either 4, 7, or 10 waves of zombies. You got a bunch of different maps to choose from, all of them having their own unique little flavor, if you will. Really cool stuff here. So in this game, you get to choose your character. As you progress through the game, you level up. That unlocks more gear, more weapons, and more perks for you to add on to your guy so that you can become stronger and stronger and take on more and more enemies. The unique thing here with Killing Floor 2 is that before the first wave and in between each successive wave, you get a break where you actually have to go back to this pod that they call a trader. And inside the trader, you're going to find all the different things that you can either equip or purchase. You can fill your weapons, you can buy new armor, you can buy new guns, all kinds of cool stuff here. You do, however, have to watch out for the weight, because just like any RPG-style game, you do have to level up your character and enable them to do more and more and more. So when you start off, you can't carry that much, but as you get stronger and stronger, you're able to actually bring with you bigger and heavier weapons that do tons more damage. So not only do you have to make sure that you have the right amount of money at the end of each wave, but also enough room in your weight to be able to carry something that you want to purchase. It's pretty cool stuff.
Break time's over. Get back to work. More Zeds inbound.
And then once the countdown gets to 0, the wave commences. The zombies, the monsters, the disgusting puke-filled... God, I don't even know what to call those guys. They do look very similar to the ones in Left 4 Dead, but I don't want to face off against those guys no matter what game they're in. The gunplay is good, the audio is great, the heavy metal music kicking in at just the right time. makes you feel like a complete badass as you mow down these enemies and just splatter them everywhere. I especially like when they give you the slow motion. If you hit a couple of good headshots or something like that, maybe a grenade that you throw into a whole crowd of them, when it explodes or that head pops off, sometimes you'll get a few seconds of really slow motion where you can fire off a couple more headshots just for good measure. And that's just single player. Once you have leveled up and learned a little bit about this game, you're brave enough to jump in with some others, you'll find that things get crazy. The waves don't just have a few enemies in them, they have like 100. And you and the other players have to go around and coordinate and cooperate to knock down all these bad guys and make it to the end. But that's just where the fight begins, because that's where you find the boss. And I tell you what, the boss when you're playing with other people compared to when you're playing by yourself, whole new ball game.
Let me test my nerve.
So that's survival mode. Survival mode in single player and survival mode in multiplayer. But then there's also one other multiplayer mode. It's called Versus Survival. Yes, that's right. You get to take control of some of these disgusting creatures and go after some of the humans yourself. I had a whole lot of fun chasing after these guys as one of these zombies and monsters and things. You don't get a lot of health as one of the bad guys. You get shot and you're dead pretty quick, so you have to sort of try to sneak up on these guys, jump out, take a little bit of health off of them. You're gonna get killed, go back, respawn. That's the part that stinks, is sometimes you have to wait about, 10-15 seconds to respawn. But as you get better and better, you're gonna be able to drain more and more health from the humans. And the thing is the humans are dealing with not only some player-controlled bad guys, but they're also dealing with some computer-controlled ones too. It's not like the Horde goes from having 100 characters down to just 5 or 6. You're just 5 or 6 of them. And as the number goes down, you get to respawn into more and more of the zombies and the monsters and the disgusting beasts that they are. The humans win once they've taken out all of the entire Horde, and there are no more left. And then at the end, if you're lucky enough, I'm not sure if it picks it at random or if it picks the best player up until the end, but if you're lucky enough, you get to take control of the boss during the final wave. How cool is that? In this match here, we fought valiantly and almost lost, but just enough to take out those pesky humans, helping out our boss to mow down all the opposition. The graphics look pretty good. There isn't much in terms of any kind of lag or stuttering when you're playing online. This game runs really smoothly. I really don't have too many complaints about this whatsoever. From the gameplay, to the graphics, to the sound, to the online experience, it's all pretty good. And this month, we're talking about June of 2017, you can get this game for free on PS4 with your PSN account. You have no excuse not to jump in. The only downside I can see to this game is that it seems like there's a limited amount of monsters and zombies, and then also you're kind of doing the same thing each time. But I was playing some other games that are very popular, such as Overwatch, and you kind of do the same thing over and over again there too, and people seem to really like it. So I can't really fault this game for doing one thing and doing it pretty well. This game's available on Steam for the PC. It's also available on PS4. However, the Xbox once again gets shut out of this particular game. No Killing Floor 2 for you, Xbox. So if you're looking for some intense, gory mayhem filled with heavy metal music and bullets flying everywhere, fire explosions, if all that sounds pretty good to you, it sounds good to me. But if it sounds pretty good to you, Killing Floor 2 is something you should not miss, especially while it's free. So till next time, remember, you never outgrow video games. My name is Chad the Gaming Dad, and this is Dad's Games. And Killing Floor 2? Oh yeah, this one is fun. Thanks again for watching. If you liked that video, please press like and subscribe. I love hearing from you guys, so leave your comments and any suggestions down below. Remember, there's tons of other gamers out there just like you and me, and they also know that you never outgrow video games. Feel free to share these videos all over social media, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever you use. This channel is for all of us. Let's make sure they know that they are not alone. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.